back.
What was the head nod for?
I said I was going to head nod, then I head nodded the whole time.
We were trying to cue the music, but was just feeling it too much.
Oh, fuck. I didn't know. I had no idea what was going down right now.
That's a hell of a way to start. We're back, episode 4, Rambling Gambling Show, podcast, whatever. Not a lot of sports going on. Football's done. Baseball's still on a strike. NBA's on the All-Star break. College basketball, I watched the game last night, Michigan State and Iowa. Iowa won by 30. I can't get into college basketball until the conference tournament.
No,
Yeah, it's kind of tough. I mean, there was that action with Michigan and Wisconsin. What's his name? What's the coach? Jonathan or
Juwan Joseph.
Yeah. Gave him an old grab and fist. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, it's like a little palm action.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was exciting.
There was a NASCAR race, Daytona 500, over the weekend.
Who won?
One of the rookies, this new guy.
Really?
Brad Keselowski was wrecking everyone. He caused like 4 wrecks, put like 15 people out of the field. It's pretty rough.
He's known for that though, dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, bitch.
Yeah, well, kind of. I had him in my DraftKings. I've started doing race DraftKings.
Really?
Yeah, 3 of my drivers wrecked out, so it wasn't too hot last week.
Dude, I don't know that I knew you were a big like NASCAR guy. I know you guys like went and camped at the Coca-Cola 600, or what is that what they do at Charlotte?
Yeah, have you seen the videos of him in the infield? He jumped in a puddle like it was a swimming pool.
It was like a puddle of shit too. It was nasty. No, those are times in my life. Here we go. That were awesome. I don't know if I'll have those experiences ever again though. So
yeah, nice little transition. So yeah, that's kind of how we're kind of trying to do this show. Not a lot of sports on, so we're kind of talking about just kind of life decisions, like the gamble of life, some might say. And as Crater just hinted to, like choosing to jump into a 2-inch puddle like a belly flop, that's a gamble. And guess what? He turned out he doesn't have brain damage, so he doesn't.
Okay, kind of.
Yeah. Yes, you do.
Brain damage.
No, when was that? Like 4 or 5 years ago?
I'd say, yeah, at least. Getting old, but yeah.
No, 26? Garrett, are you 26 or 25 still?
I'll be 26 in May.
You'll understand when you're 26. You'll get it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know it. How old are you, Weaves?
26.
Oh shoot, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, I was because I know we're in the same like grade. I was always older though because my birthday's in the fall in September.
Yeah, it does weird me out that I was older than you guys. It doesn't feel like that.
Yeah. I think Weaves got held back like 2 years, I think.
Yeah, I didn't graduate high school until I was 19. So I had a couple years of eligibility left. Still couldn't make it big, but hell, I tried. But no, something that really got me thinking about this. I have 2 older brothers. One very much older. One just turned 35. And like we have like a brother group text. And I shot a message like, "Yo, happy birthday, man! Like big 35." Like made a joke about having to give him some shots on the golf course now. My older brother comments back or like writes back and says, "Life starts at 35."
Oh my
God! That's a crazy thing to like think about. Wow. But I mean, I guess he would know.
Yeah, that's definitely comforting, kind of to hear at my age.
Yeah. Well, because I think we go through life and we get to the age we are now, and we've only had maybe 8 years of actually making like all of the decisions for us. Like up until we were like 16, 18, like a lot of decisions were made for us.
Yeah, right. I feel like my independence came even later, honestly. Just like, I don't know, I'd say like when I got out of my parents' house, I guess would really be when that was. So.
Yeah, I would say, I had it a little bit different, I guess. I didn't have as much parental supervision, so I did a lot of stuff at a younger age that you probably shouldn't do, And I was also like kind of hanging out with a little bit of the older crowd, trying to be cool, and shit in like 9th grade. And
yeah,
we were doing some bad
throwing in dips as a 13-year-old. just to
You
fit
know
in.
that, son? You know that. I got a good dip story for a different podcast. Actually, at some point we can talk about. But I don't know, man. I really feel like that kind of does make people in our position feel a little bit more comfortable, especially with like the way that some of us are living our lives, like kind of in that in-between stage from college to like you got a lot invested in a 401k. So, I think that life starting at 35 is a really, really nice possibility for me, especially with my wife wanting kids over in the other room right there.
Yeah. So we're kind of at like different parts in our life, even though we're the same age at this point. Garrett, obviously you're married. Me and Weebs, we're both in relationships. We're living on our own. It's been a few years since college. We're both still at our first job out of college, right, Weebs?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Garrett, this your second after college?
Yeah,
like you moved because you moved to a new position with a new company, right? So that was good. Yeah.
I took basically a job with a different company doing the same thing, which was actually a pretty scary decision, dude. I think, with me and my wife living together and, we're newlyweds, so we haven't been married super long, but those types of decisions are made, between the both of us. So they affect us both financially and stuff like that, So having somebody who can also like give you clarity as well as like support, and when you're making that type of decision is a huge help. I feel like I'm a huge second guesser. Straight up, I just bought a truck and I was trying to buy like 2 or 3 different trucks before that through a certain online platform that I will not name on this website for legal reasons, of course. But needless to say, they don't drive you. What's they're saying? It's like, we'll drive you happy. They actually drive you insane. But anyway, with stuff like this, whenever you're trying to switch jobs, man, like having somebody who's there to just tell you, like, shut the fuck up. You're being an idiot for 5 seconds. Like, you're just second guessing yourself. Sometimes you just got to have somebody to keep. It's like that.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a thing.
Yeah. I mean, you said like second guessing, like decision making. I am the most indecisive person I know by far.
We know. I
can't make a decision. I can't pick a restaurant to go to. I can't pick a show to watch. Like, I second guess everything. What's that?
I mean, I know it. You're gonna watch The Office. Like,
yeah.
Shout out Michael Scott behind you.
Yeah, here he is. Can't hardly see him. But yeah, I've been kind of low key on The Office here recently. I haven't been watching it so much.
I've got it recorded. So I watch it a decent amount.
Is it still on Peacock?
Yeah. That's the only reason I have Peacock. $10 a month just to watch The Office.
It's worth it, bro.
I think so.
No, but have you guys ever considered like a career change? I mean, not just changing jobs, but like changing your actual whole career.
Here recently, yeah.
All the time.
All the time, yeah.
Wow. I mean,
well, because it's one of those. So it's one of those where I majored in accounting and I work in like accounting finance is kind of what I've done for the last 4 years. And it's very stable. Like, it's a good job. It's, very steady income. Like, I'm not having to do anything crazy. But it's like, it's not as fulfilling as I wish something was that I spent 50 hours a week doing. But then again, I don't know what it, like, I don't know if anything is. Like, not to sound like a pessimist or anything. Like, I know people love their jobs. I just don't know what that is.
No, yeah, that the saying goes, like, find your dream job or whatever. I don't know what my dream job is, man. I never found like something that I was just in love with doing and like wanted to go do every day.
Yeah.
So
I mean, even like if I was like coaching baseball every day, like I would still come home pissed off. I bet. Like, there's still gonna be days where you, like, if kid's not listening to you or like you guys lose, you had a perfect game plan, like you're gonna come home mad. You're gonna hate your job that day. Mm-hmm. I think it's just finding something that there's more good days than bad. I think that's with anything, with a lot of things. It's like nothing's ever gonna be perfect, but it's having a lot more good days than bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's like you gotta, life's hard in general. You gotta choose which hard you want though. Like it's hard to be in shape, but it's also hard to be unhealthy. You know what I mean? Like you just gotta choose your hard sometimes, and that's what I feel like. I think you said it a lot. You said a lot when you said you don't think you really have a dream job. I mean, I agree with that, dude. I don't know if you guys ever watched Dirty Jobs growing up with Mike Rowe?
Yeah, all the time.
Mike Rowe once said, "There's no such thing as a dream job. Get your ass out there and go find something you can tolerate." And I mean, or something to that effect. I don't think that was exactly it, but that's the truth, man. Like, I totally know what you're talking about, bro. So for those of you that don't know, I actually switched majors in my last year of my first major. So I've got 2 BS degrees. How many people that got that shit, right? Yeah, well, it's totally useless. One of them's rec management, and the other one is construction management. They don't correlate at all. I had to go back like to the very beginning, dude. But I did it in a year and a half. You know what I'm saying? Not to toot my own horn. Anyway, that was a huge career change at my point in my life. Like I did my internship, bro, and I realized I don't want to be out here at freaking 12 o'clock at night, and then you get a phone call or a little scanner across the police thing that says, "Hey, there's a motorcycle wreck in 40 miles from here. Like, go check it out." And I'm like, "What? I don't want to do that. My wife's a teacher. Like, I want to spend time with her. So I kind of realized that, and that you don't make any freaking money doing that type of thing. And then found something that I just kind of satisfied a need. And for me, it was more like, what is fulfilling to someone like me who's more of a blue collar type person? That's seeing things that you do, I guess, be fruitful. And so what better way to do that than in construction? And that's what I got into. So, and they even went through like a filtering process through that and wound up where I am.
I said, I want to build off that. You just mentioned about time, like about spending time with your wife, and like that was kind of something that you thought about. And I think for me, that's probably the most important thing, is that like I've seen the lives of guys that work like crazy and are not able to go to like their kids' games. And I don't want to be that. Like I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
Like so having that time, especially like to get off and go to the games, to coach the teams, to go to like the practice and go to that kind of stuff. Like that's something that is important. And like that's where like the career that I'm in, that I chose, like it does give me the ability to do that. So I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah.
You touched on college majors. I majored in something. I tell people what my major was, and they're like, "Huh?" I majored in sustainable development and sustainable technology. And Garrett, I wish I would have done what you did and just like switched it up right there at the end. But dude, I was like 5 years in on my college degree. I had to get a fucking degree before.
Oh man. So,
but I mean,
we've been in college so long, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing about like degrees like that, it's just the fact that you have a degree like does mean something in the workforce when it comes to it. Mm-hmm. But honestly, I look back and I'm looking at my friends now that like they didn't go to college, they went to trade school, and they are doing very well for themselves, So I think growing up, we always were told go to college. But like looking back, if you don't know what you really want to do, I don't think I would go specialize and spend all this money for 4 years of that. I don't know. I'm not knocking college by any means, because I made some of the best times of my life and best friends of my life when I was there, But I'm just saying, like, as a younger person, maybe think about it a little deeper.
What are you thinking, like lineman work? Is that kind of what you're thinking about when you think trade stuff?
There's guys like that. Yeah, I mean, there's guys doing damn plumbing,
ass crack.
Yeah, like they've started their own companies. And honest to God, bro, the more I've been at my job as like the engineer tech, like I'm seeing like all this soil work, like starting a grading business. I feel like, I'm not saying it's not hard, but like I feel like it's an attainable goal that like someone could do, especially at this point while we're still young, But it's scary though, thinking about like stepping out and like starting a business and doing something like that,
You gotta put your capital out there, man. Like it's a huge risk doing that type of thing. But I
For
mean,
sure.
I personally think that like if you believe in yourself enough, and if you really want something hard enough, I believe you can get anything you want.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's what you really want to do, man, I mean, do it. Like people will support you.
Yeah.
I know we would, but that
Right.
was I want to touch on something. I forgot what it was though. I completely forgot my thought, dude. What were we talking
Okay.
about?
I didn't mean to go on that tangent. I wasn't trying to say like I'm going to start a business. I was just saying like it's been in my head. We're talking about like, you know what I mean? We're talking about life and just.
Right.
Do you have that like itch too? I feel like some people just have that like itch that they want to do something, like they want to be their own boss.
Well, it'd be like it's being your own boss, but it's also like saying, "Look what I made." You know, I feel like that is like an ultimate like accomplishment in life is like starting something, building it up, and letting it flourish and like see how it progresses throughout.
Yeah, building something from the ground up, dude. 100%, man. I mean, my family's farmers, you know, so it's like I completely understand what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I remembered my thought. It was about college majors and like what you were talking about with like switching over and like how you know worthy is a degree nowadays, dude. I would 100%. I think the degree still holds crazy weight. I think a degree in a crowded field holds no weight. But I mean, like look at Grayson, like our friend, for example. He has the same degree I have in rec management, and got a sales job, and just recently, you know, more impressively, got a promotion to I guess whatever the next step is. But like people are hiring people with degrees. They want degrees plus experience now, I feel like.
Yeah. No, I wasn't trying to knock. I wasn't knocking degrees. I was just saying like I definitely think it's a positive in the future.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that just it gets you in the door. Like
Yeah.
having that on your having that piece of paper gets you in different doors that if you didn't have it, you wouldn't be able to get in. Now, what you do with it then is completely up to you.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's not the best thing either. The fact that if you don't have a degree, you can't get a job, because that's kind of bullshit in its own right. But the way that the society is right now, showing that you can complete something for 4 years, 5 years, however long it takes somebody, like that means something to a lot of employers.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to see you stick it out. That's kind of what it's about, really. It's a commitment of going through and seeing it all the way through, you know.
Yeah. And the thing that really is starting to suck is that when you start looking at like, especially now, like if I'm looking at other jobs, like that's not even enough. You have to have more than that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which is like with not even experience, just that they want like grad school, they want like certificates, licenses. Like there's so much stuff out there that is attainable, but you just have to put in the effort, and honestly, you have to spend the money to get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's true.
That's true. I will say, financially speaking, it's easier today to go to college than it has ever been. I mean, there's financial aid out there for everybody. Like I've got a couple friends of mine that we all know from Statesville who were in my fraternity that, you know, like there was time and time again he would come to me about financial struggles, but man, he made it through. And like, you know what I mean? Like now he's out on the other side kicking ass, dude, making a ton of money. Like it's worth the investment either way, even if you do go to like a trade school. It's all about that. It's all about that first, like, you know, little chunk of what you do when you get there, because it's gonna suck. You know what I mean? It's kind of like going to the army or something like that. Like they put you through a boot camp at first. You know what I mean? Weed you out.
Yeah.
You gotta get with it.
Where there's a will, there's a way, and there's definitely a way nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
And something else that I wanted to touch on, kind of just stemming from college, both of us, or all three of us, are kind of lucky just with where we are now located. Like we're still around some of our high school friends and some of our college friends.
Yeah.
And like I think that's very rare that like a core group can still somewhat stay together or like still be in the same area. Like I think because like our buddy Clayton, who went to Texas, like love him to death, but I've seen him twice the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And that like it sucks, and it's nice, and I kind of take it for granted, the fact that I can call you Crater, I can call, you know, all the other guys and be like, yo, like let's do this tonight.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Half the boys moved to Charlotte, Garrett. What happened to you?
You know, dude, it's interesting that this comes up at this time, like in this podcast, because we were in between staying in Boone, and like I was going to stay there and work for Benoit, but dude, honest to God, like we wanted to move away and go somewhere where not everybody was at. Like we talked about Charlotte, there's so much opportunity down there and everything, but dude, the big thing is like if we're trying to start, a marriage and a relationship and like buy a home to live in and start a family eventually. I mean, we kind of need to get away from all my college friends. You know what I'm saying? And kind of do our own thing. So that honestly has been a blessing and a curse because obviously, dude, I wish I was right down the road from you guys.
Right.
I mean, that'd be super tight. And honest to God, me and like Greco and Fish and the other Garrett, like we don't really hang out a ton. I mean, they kind of live like 30 minutes from me or whatever. But just having that kind of separates, I guess the chapters in my life, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, we got the boys here in Charlotte. They go out pretty much damn near every weekend. And honestly, it's just like, I will say, I think my age is like messing with my mind because I'm like, I'm not trying to go out every weekend anymore.
I don't think it's an age thing, dude. I think it's finally to the point where we're realizing the value of the dollar. To where it's like, listen, I can go out, or maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Whatever.
Well,
but if I want to go out,
yeah.
If I'm going to go out and like on a random Friday night to some trash bar for no reason and spend $100, and I'm gonna go home pissed. I'm like, why did I just like? I had a decent time, but like not $100 time.
No. I think I said the age thing because like. You say money's definitely an issue, or not an issue, but like it's a thought about going out, but like it's my time. It's my next day. Like I get so hungover nowadays, bro. It's like when we go on a bender, if we go on on a trip, it takes me a few days to like actually get back to where I feel like a
you gotta get the party pad.
Yeah, dude. I had one. I still smell like minerals, bro. Dude, I swear to God right now. Dude, I'll send you a photo right now. I literally have their website pulled up as I'm sharing the screen. It's so funny you said that. I mean, I'm with you, dude. Like, for me, it's less of a money thing and more of like a hungover thing, bro. Honest to God. Yeah. I hate that shit. I cannot stand it, bro. And if I get a headache when I'm hungover, bro, like, I'm done for the day. I'm not doing anything. There's nothing, responsibilities are non-existent in my world.
Yeah, I'm not going to go to the gym. I'm going to probably just sit around. I'm going to order a bunch of shitty food for breakfast, eat as much as I can, hang out, hit my vape all day, and watch Netflix or something.
You're getting a DoorDash too, boy. You ain't going nowhere, son. Bro, I know you.
I've had to delete Uber Eats and DoorDash from my phone. It's dangerous. That speaking of money, that's where all my money was going there for a little while.
So you're the type of person that does that dumbass shit, dude. I can't believe that.
Yeah, no, very lazy.
Especially when I'm for a $5 meal that he won't go pick up 2 miles down the road. That's crazy.
Not even 2 miles. Like he lives like in the city.
Bro, you don't understand living in the city, bro. You don't understand how it is to actually have to get out in
the city. You don't understand how it is.
No, but it's just a convenience thing.
No, I've never been a DoorDash. Thank God, I've never been like a DoorDash Uber Eats person.
Nah, dude, I just don't understand it. I've never been a HelloFresh person either. I don't know if you guys are into that or not.
I sampled it. I got like a free 2 weeks or something, and it was solid. But it's more expensive than groceries for sure.
Yeah, I did that a lot whenever I was like first trying to lose weight. I probably did it for like 3 or 4 months, and then it got to the point where like it was expensive. It was like I think it was like $70 a week. I think was the package that I had, but it was only one person. Yeah, it got to the point where like I was only eating like one meal. I was getting like the steak, mashed potatoes, and green beans. That's all I was getting. I was getting like 7 of them a week, and it just kind of got old.
Yeah,
that is so whack, dude.
Yeah, but it was whenever I was like when I first moved in with like Nate, my old roommate. Like we didn't cook. Instead of DoorDash, that's what I did. I guess I just got that.
It's probably cheaper.
Probably come home, go on a run, get ready, and eat some HelloFresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, those two things are
Super
things
healthy.
I would never get behind. I could not get behind food services that bring you uncooked food and then you have to cook it. Like, what kind of dude? It's like almost like two guys sat in a room and were like, hey, how can we make these people think that they're getting a good deal somehow and actually fuck
It's
them? And this is
it's
how.
all
We just send them all the food and they have to cook it anyway and do all the dishes. Like,
fuck dishes. But it's all about convenience. That's what it is. People pay for that. I was a sucker for a little while.
yeah.
I don't know. I'm always just gonna call in, go pick it up. Because honestly, I get too impatient because if I order something, it says 50 minutes. I mean, I'm waiting probably an hour because they're always behind. But if it says 50 minutes, I'm at least driving there, spending the 10 minutes in the car to get there. Then I got the 10-minute ride home. I'm not eating it. It kind of makes time go by faster in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could
Now,
be mental, but
Weaves, you are a big like car ride guy. You like taking a little trip, blast some tunes, and
yeah.
slide back through.
Podcast.
You like to ride with your hood up. I've noticed that. That's
Yeah.
something you do a lot.
Never catch me slacking, bro.
I don't know what that says about you, man, but
Put your hood up.
I do have another question though, kind of just off topic. Hobbies. What have been your like biggest hobbies that you've gotten into?
This.
Like Garrett, you picked up golf.
Yeah.
I feel like that's been something you picked up the last couple of years.
Dog, I love some golf, man. I played last Saturday. No, I played Sunday, dude. I played at Campbell's course.
How was
Which
that?
I'm gonna find out Campbell's only 20 minutes from my house. But no, dude, it was a super nice course. I mean, we obviously didn't get the same amenities as like the guys that are students there and stuff. It was a really nice course. Me and Garrett played best ball against two other guys. This is actually the first time I played best ball since before I went to college. But it was pretty fun, dude. I mean, we had some good shots.
I think that's important. Having like keeping that competitive edge alive.
Most important. I think it's the most important thing.
It really is, and yeah, I mean, like I go to the gym. As soon as I get home from work, like I'm going to the gym, and then I don't know. I don't really have that much time left in my day during the week. So hobbies are, I don't know. I've been thinking I want to get a hobby, but I don't know what I'm gonna put my time into. Time's valuable. I said that last week. But
it is. But when you think about it, and I'm not calling anybody out or saying anything, you have more time than you think you do.
probably if
Like
I could.
the fact that it gets 8:30 right now on a Wednesday. Like
I'm going to bed in an hour. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, you guys get
No,
up early too.
Yeah, I gotta get my my sleeping schedule down because I'd stay up till 1 o'clock, and I'll get up at either.
You
It
can't
doesn't
do
matter.
that.
I can get up at 6 or I can get up at 10. It just depends on how my day's gonna go.
Oh, I promise it matters. Maybe not to you, but the people that you fucking talk to. Whenever you wake up at. Yeah, I know, dude, because I lived with you for 2 years. Freaking, when you stay up till 1 o'clock and then wake up, or I come home from class and you haven't even slept yet, bro. Yeah, you turn into an animal, son.
Yeah, sleep is important. Yeah.
I'll never forget that time, dude. I came back from an 8 a.m. to Kensington, and I was walking up that giant ass hill, bro. Like, and I was
kept me
hungover.
fit.
I remember because I was sweating and it smelled like beer. And I look up, bro, and like to look at our house and all its gorgeous, beauty, and I see Crater out there with the music turned up, bro, so loud. At this time, we were going through our little pump phase, so I'm pretty sure you were blazing. You were blaring "Boss" by Lil Pump, dude. I'm pretty positive. It's either that one or the one with Lil Yachty. I can't remember. But you just had on a bathrobe and some stunner shades, and you were just out there still drinking, doing other things, and
Blasting
you was like,
yeah.
You literally yelled at me, bro. I was like, who is this? Who is this monster, dude? And you're like, I ain't been to sleep yet. Woo!
Yeah, I used to pull a lot of full nights. I still do it occasionally. And it don't take much. It don't take much to like get me to do it either.
I know.
When's the last time you had an all-nighter?
Who, me?
Anybody.
Oh,
I couldn't tell you. Mine hasn't been since college.
No, I've probably had a baker's dozen of those since college.
Probably the baker's dozen.
All right, so like seriously, like by yourself, like you gaming, or you like just chilling, like you out with people, like
No, if I'm going out drinking, I'm probably going to be the last one up.
Yeah.
And
yeah, that's true.
And if I'm up and I'm vibing, I'll stay up. I'll stay up until the vibes die.
By yourself?
I can, yeah.
And you're a big FaceTime guy.
I love FaceTiming people. Shout out my West Coast friends.
Yeah, you can get more friends out there.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's so good, dude. I always end up somehow FaceTiming you dudes whenever I get pretty hammered. I haven't had an all-nighter though, dude. I can't remember when the last time I did that was. It's been a long time.
Yeah. I might get like a 4 a.m. night, like a couple of times a year, but definitely not all night.
All-nighters are for sad boys. I'm not saying I'm a sad boy, but it's for sad boys.
Kind of sounds like what you're saying, dude.
But sad boy season's leaving. You know, it's starting to get warmer. It's been nice. It's been nice the past few days. Low 70s.
Yeah,
you guys excited for summer? We got to start balling outside. I got a basketball court and some tennis courts by my house.
Do you?
Yeah, we can start doing that.
Can you make me a promise for this summer?
What?
Can you start to play golf? Can you like try to go out there to drive your
like hang on.
Bro, Crater used to play golf in college.
Bro, I mean, I got the clubs and everything right now. Like,
dude, there's no better excuse to spend 5 hours, 6 hours of your day with the boys than going to play.
No, I'll get into it.
We could spend 8 hours together driving to Raleigh to play golf with Garrett.
I'm in on that. No, I'll do it. I fell out of it. Like you said, I used to play a lot. And then I lost it. I don't know. I quit playing.
Well, I remember when you and Colby and Nick Nolan had a golf class together, and I don't know if it was you guys, or I think you might have won, but I seen a video of two people coming out of the lake because they had to walk in the lake after somebody won.
Yeah, we had it closest to the whole challenge on the par 3 at Twin Oaks. And Nick actually won. Me and Colby had to jump in the pond, and that wasn't no pond, Playboy. That was a mud pit of like goo. It was gross.
And Colby's like a scratch golfer nowadays.
Hey, Colby's good, man. Colby's he's serious about it. Yeah.
Colby's he sent me a picture of a scorecard one time that was in the 60s, but I can't remember if it was an 8 or a 9, but
he's like an assistant pro, isn't he, at Trump?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's where the round was at Trump, which is a very hard course.
Yeah.
Dude, good for
that shit is tough, dude.
Yeah, Trump.
No, I mean I would love to play golf more, bro. Like we do need to do that deal this year where we like book a fantasy draft weekend with a golf trip over Labor Day and
Labor Day weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, back to like the life topic, like I think having these sorts of trips with the boys is like they're essential. You got to have these.
What's the perfect number? Like how many a year?
Oh, I think that's a pretty high number for me.
I'm gonna have to say like less than 5 at max. Like actual bros trips or like couples trips.
No, bros.
Just the boys.
Just the boys. Like yeah, less than 5. I can't handle more than that.
Less than 5, but you stay up till 4 a.m. on a whim, bro.
Yeah, but that's different. That's one night. I can.
That's when he's sad.
That's when I'm sad.
Well, get as sad as you can and come on these bro trips.
Oh, I do. at your bachelor party, I was on the beach by myself at 7 a.m.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
Videos.
Yeah, y'all were everyone was asleep but me.
It was at 7 a.m.
And we weren't that close to the beach. Like that was a decent walk.
We weren't. Yeah, it was a couple blocks off. I don't know, dude. I think I would do so. I mean, if you think about it, like I feel like a quarterly trip, 5 is a pretty good one, pretty good number. You know, a quarterly trip would be, as I said, it's probably about what we do now. You know, I mean, not even like a huge coordinated effort, but like, I mean, like a couple weekends ago, there was a group of us that went snowboarding in Boone. You know what I mean? So I feel like definitely quarterly there's something going on.
Yeah, it usually gets a little slower, like the like October to Christmas, because everyone's like doing family stuff and relationship stuff. But
Yeah.
over the summer, I feel like we used to get a couple in at least, either a concert somewhere, or you had your welcome back shindig, or your home, welcome home shindig or whatever.
Yeah. You guys taking any vacations? Wait,
housewarming party.
Yeah, I kind of blocked that out because you got mad at me for eating all your sandwiches. So
welcome home shindig.
What did you call it? A short.
Like I'm coming back from prison or something, dude. What is going on?
Welcome back.
It's back for war.
The pen, boy.
You guys got any vacations coming up? Vacations are important as well.
Bro, go ahead and talk about your trip. We know where you're going next week.
Oh yeah, I'm going to St. Thomas next week, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna be around to record. I'm gonna be in the Virgin Islands, hanging out, But if you guys want to record, I'll have my iPhone. I can FaceTime in.
You need to get a little tan. You look a little pasty.
Bro, chill. It's the light. It's the makeup light.
Yeah, you do look a little pasty, bro. You got a neck beard going on too.
Bro, chill. Look. Don't look on the inside, but look.
What'd you get you an outside job?
Look at that. Shut up. Bro, I'm outside every day. I'm blue collar as hell.
Oh,
no,
man.
I've hit the tanning bed 4 times.
Not good for your skin, dog.
Shut the hell up. Like you weren't about to hop in with me until she called you on the black card.
She did, you're right.
Whoa. That's a lot to unpack.
Nah,
Planet Fitness black card.
Yeah, went to Planet Fitness, worked out with them. I'm not a member. I'm a YMCA guy, sadly. Have been for 4 years. We check in, I use his code, and he's like, bro, come tan, it's easy. They never ask questions. We get our own like tanning bed, it's fine. We get up there, she's like, sir, I need to see your card. Looks at me, I'm like, damn, bro, we gotta go. I gotta go home. I got something going on.
Yeah. Another life advice I would say is knowing who like your store people are. Like if you're going to the gas station, know the clerk, know the people at the gym. The more people you know, the better and smoother your life will be. I really believe that. Well, if you have good relationships, you gotta have good relationships with them.
Going to the same places like consistently is the best.
Yeah.
If that's a bar, like say like having the gas station clerk know you, or like, hey, what's up, my friend, or anything like that, or whatever. It's great.
Yeah, that's an easy pass right there to free stuff, dude, and discounts too. I'm telling you, man. You get.
I'm sure that was a white guy.
What'd you say?
What'd you say? Hey, my friends.
The gas station I stop at all the time on my way to work on Tryon Street here. Every morning when I walk in, hey, what's up, my friend? Every morning.
Yeah, word. Word.
Yeah,
no,
dude,
I agree.
I got that at Beavers because it's so close to my house. Off of 64, did you go to Beavers a lot growing up?
Yeah. It's sunny.
Shout out to Beavers, bro. That place, they used to sell. They was the only place that sold single cigarettes in the freaking state, bro. They would sell you one single Newport, like 20 freaking massive humdinger, like a freaking chest convulsions going on from that thing. But you could sell it. They'd sell you those for $1, bro. $1 a cigarette singles out there.
Yeah, there's a few good places, small town states where you could find. Oh, Ash on 115, bro. He's selling Delta 8 now, but I've been hearing I've heard some stuff about that. Maybe a little switcheroo on his products. I don't know.
I heard. Yeah, that's funny, bro. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know. I'd say that's definitely like a huge life hack. You get a lot further with sugar than you do salt too, man.
In college, yeah. In college, knowing the bouncers, knowing the bartenders.
Yeah.
That's key. It's still key, and it held up for us too, even years later. We can still go back, and like if we do go back, we don't go much, but like we can still use that to our advantage. We can't go to Porto's anymore. It's gone.
She's closed down. But nah, you're 100% right about that, bro. Having somebody that knows you. Get you a friend. If you're going to join a fraternity, make sure you find out if that fraternity has a bouncer. Because if they do, a guy that works for the clubs, then you're good. You're golden, dude.
Yeah.
All the way from 18 to 25, however long you stay there.
Yeah, I mean, just in general, just like meeting people. Hell, I'll go out on one of my last times I did the all-nighter. I went out to a Slingshot here in Charlotte. I got the damn general manager's number in my phone now. Like, that's my boy. So, like, meeting people, I think you should meet as many people as you can and try to establish some sort of connection. It's networking. That's what PSE taught me, was networking.
Shout out PSE.
Yeah, shout out PSE, business frat. You heard him. Professional. So yeah.
I thought you had a list. I thought you were just gonna keep going with your life hacks. I was ready. I liked it.
Oh no, that was just another one. Some more life hacks. Get upside, no free ads, but get upside. That's a life hack.
Get upside.
Save a little cash on gas.
Yeah,
especially if you got a company card. Dude, I made like $300 on that motherfucker. Like, yeah. And that's not my cash.
I'm looking at your guitars behind you.
Yeah.
You need to have at least one karaoke song you can sing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. Being confident.
Like, you're not shy about it. Like, if you get called up, if you're a couple beers in or if you're 20 beers in, you're like, nope, put it on. I got it.
Karaoke is one of those things. It comes like public speaking. You've got to get over that fear to be like, I don't want to say to be successful, but like it's a incredible attribute to have, to be able to publicly speak. And honestly, Garrett, shout out your wedding. Like, doing that speech at your wedding was like one of the first times I've done like a public speech in front of a lot of people. But like, that was a mountain that I climbed, and I felt great after it. Hell, I went on and pound it. I went on. I married 2 people. I did the whole damn wedding ceremony. So like, public speaking is a good thing. You got to be able to master it, and karaoke is a good way to get that like.
Well, because karaoke, number one, very few people are good, so everyone kind of is in that same level of like shitty. And the second thing, which I think is a lot of stuff, nobody really cares as much about it as you think that people do.
No,
like no one's gonna go home and be like, "Yo, do you remember how bad that person was?" No one's gonna remember. No one's gonna care.
Never happens.
Yeah, you can apply that to life in itself though too. I think a lot of people think like somebody you trip or something, like 4 people see it, but like it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, what you do doesn't matter. Even you think like everyone's freaking out about it or like thinking about it or still talking about it. But like it really doesn't. It doesn't matter. You know?
Yeah. I mean, that's why we're doing this podcast.
Basically, yeah, we're finally to the point where we just don't care anymore.
Yeah, it's just like whatever, man. My in-laws were trying to look it up tonight, just so you guys know. So we might need to, get the brooms out a little bit, sweep it up, clean it up nicely, But
what was on the dinner menu? Did you cook?
Nah, dude, hell no. They had a Mississippi roast, dude. You ever had that?
Ooh, Garrett can't cook.
So good. Oh, is that right? Well, I know you remember them Saturdays. We wake up and make a breakfast smorgasbord, dude.
Right. That was some of the best times of my life.
He wasn't awake. He wasn't awake. He'd wake up, eat, go back to bed.
No, shut up. I'd get up.
Bro didn't touch a dish before. He didn't touch a dish for an entire year.
Hey, still don't.
Arguing about that one time when we were in Kensington, bro? What were we arguing about? I'll never forget this. Somebody said something to you, and you just stood up and pointed, and you said, "Pubes in the sink, pubes in the sink," and I think it was Crater like arguing about shaving his neck or something, or like hair in the shower. But dude, it's so funny. It's like you had saved it up for months, and you were just waiting to be like, "No, well, you had the pubes in the sink."
Yeah, that was that was Wilson complaining about someone else. Pubes in the sink. Cleaning up after yourself, personal hygiene, and just like having, like just being considerate about your cleanliness around people. That's a life hack for college. Living with people in general.
Yeah,
you can't be a slob. You can't be a slob. At some point, you got to grow up and clean up after.
Who are we talking about here? Are you suggesting that I'm the slob?
Oh no! I was telling our listeners.
I was
Garrett, you're the teenchiest mother You're the teenchiest guy I know, bro. Listen,
You knew that.
I know when you're upset. I could feel the vibe. It was off. Oh God, there's a frying pan in the sink.
If you don't clean the fucking eggs off of it after you.
Hey,
Dude,
another life hack.
Garrett,
Another life hack: rinse your pan as soon as you're done cooking, so it
Garrett
doesn't
would
stick.
not talk to you for 3 days if he was mad at you about something. He just wouldn't talk to you, and you'd be like, "What's up?" He's like, "Oh, you didn't take the trash out that day."
Garrett?
No, dude, no.
Yeah.
No, bro, you guys are tripping, dude.
Garrett, out of all the people, I've known a lot of people in my life. You hold the grudge harder than anyone I know.
Just don't
And I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
It's not that I hold a grudge, dude. I just don't forget anything. And the good things too. I remember all the good things.
That's dangerous. Life hack: stop caring so much.
He
Dude,
said
if I
to 4
didn't care as much, I wouldn't be as good at my job. No, dude. I'm serious. I remember the good things that you did as well, but also the bad things.
Can you name one? Name something good I did, bro.
Some good things you did.
Yeah, let's hear
You
it.
stole my phone from me the night that I was really drunk at the EDM party.
Yeah, I talked to your mother that night.
Yeah, dude. You guys planned a whole bachelor party, so that was pretty sweet.
Yeah. Hey, shout out us. Me and Weaves. Yeah. Good. Let's get a pat on the back for me and you, Weaves. Yeah, there we go.
There you go. World's smallest violin. Dude.
You guys got to plan mine if that ever happens.
Oh,
Look, you did not just bring this up, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been sipping too much Buffalo Trace.
yeah, you have been.
I'm ready for it. Hit me.
Yeah,
Hit
are
me.
you? You ready for it?
Hit me.
5-second listener chug.
What?
5-second listener chug.
I don't. Lester chug. What is that?
Listener.
Listen. Oh.
Uh-oh. That's a big thing you just said, though.
It's only gonna be one of those all-nighters.
I have a 7 a.m. concrete pour.
Where
It's
at?
gonna be
Is it
fun.
where?
Indian land.
Indian land?
Yeah, I know. It sounds kind of racist, but it's not. That's actually the name of the town.
Have you seen that video of the guy who's like super stoned and they're interviewing him? They're like, "Can you finish the lyrics?" And he's like, "I can't wait to get back to." And he's like, "Can't wait to get back to Indiana land."
Nah, bro.
You haven't seen that? Can't wait to get on the road again? You haven't seen that? Dude,
No, I haven't.
You gotta watch that shit.
Hey, you guys like that guitar? That's signed by Trace Adkins.
Who
Badass.
took you to
ain't it?
that show?
Huh?
Who took you to that show?
Danielle. We won tickets on the radio. We got to do a meet and greet. Took a picture with him. He signed the guitar. He says to
Did he have a
Jacob
really-
to
does he have a
Jacob
really
from
voice?
Trace Adkins.
Does he have a really deep voice?
Bro, yeah, I was scared. I was
Yeah, I don't-
scared when I was talking to him. Because he was also like 2.5 feet taller than me.
Yeah, he's big.
Bro, I mean, he's a man. Hey, dog, he talk like this. And I'm not even doing it justice trying to talk as low as he was.
Yeah, too bad he doesn't like have any hits really. I mean, and he sucks at music. I think the guitar is worth more without the Trace Adkins signature.
No, it's worth money because my name's on it.
I'm just messing, bro. I'm just thinking. I love
It's
Trace
worth-
Adkins, dude.
It's worth money because my name's on it.
Hey, better swing. You know that song?
Hey, better swing.
I knew it. Just a classic Trace Adkins Jubilee.
What a whiskey Wednesday, boys.
I've just been drinking Bud Lights.
Yeah, that's what I got too. Actually, hey, shout out to you, Crater, because this is yours.
Oh, it's mine. Yeah,
Just
yeah.
bitches.
Look at this. I just want to show everyone high class, single barrel.
Oh, fancy. That's
I break
dude,
it out for important nights like these.
That's a hobby. That's a hobby that I'm glad I'm not in.
Trey's in that reward, right?
Trey keeps like pulling me in. I get so fascinated when he starts talking about it. And he bought me that bottle. He called me. He was like, "Hey man, there's this." I was like, "Yeah, dude. Yeah, get it for me."
Yeah, there's so
I
much to
wouldn't
know.
even.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
I wasn't planning on drinking it. I was just gonna look at it. But
I can't do that. I can't look at anything. You gotta enjoy it.
it's impossible for me to like have a bottle of liquor and like not taste it. I think I went 2 months without opening that.
It's a long time.
But I cracked it for a good reason. It was our first recording of the Rambling Gambling Show.